Alright, guys. Let's get Mass Effect loaded up. Waiting for it to show up on my screen. And then we can get started. Oh, hey, Ray! I'm excited that you're here to watch it too. It's definitely a different experience getting to watch it live. Don't get me wrong, the recorded ones for YouTube are great. But it's nice to be able to be here and interact in real time. Okay, everything looks good? And let's get started. Okay, so literally the last thing we did was talk to Liara after we rescued her. And so we got to learn about the Protheans. We informed her about the Reapers. So, let's go make rounds with the crew to make sure that we have taken care of all the chat options that we get following that experience. Because if I know BioWare, this is when we get those new dialogues.
Yes, Commander?
Okay, does he have anything new? I don't think so. Oh, good to know, good to know. Aw, Tossie, that's so sweet. Thank you. I'm flattered.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so 𝒸𝒾𝒶 is on the second level. Let's go talk to Liara first. So we need to go... Or is it down one? I know it needs to be... It's the same level that Kaiden's on. If Kaiden is here, it's... Oh, it's right over here. Medbay's over here. Medbay behind 𝒸𝒾𝒶. Is she inside the medbay? Oh, there's this back room. That's right. Oh no. Is she not here? Oh, she is. I just can't see her against the very blue background.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I was legitimately worried we didn't have sound for a minute because I just like stared into each other's eyes. I was like, oh, please make sure my shit's working. Alright. I mean, she has been through. She's like Animal Crossing too. She might be. She's got that secret in with the keepers. They get all the cool shit. Trade each other fun stuff on their islands. We have a nugget. Let me see if I can grab him. Come here, little nugget boy. He's in Merlin's chair, but Merlin's chair is far away. Ugh. There we go. Ta-da! It's nugget time. Look how big he is getting. He's so big. Oh, yes. Is it time for Zooms now? Time for Zooms? He just had his nap. We just created our characters. Aw, thank you so much for the follow. We just created our characters. We're playing the Dragon Age role-playing game for the highest tier for the Patreon. And so we spent about 2 hours creating them, and Nugget slept in my lap the whole time. So he's ready to go now. It's time for Zooms. Alright. Yeah, Nugget time, Nugget time. I'm so disappointed that the Twitch emote hasn't been approved yet. I put it in yesterday, but apparently it takes a while for Twitch to give that little kitten face a check mark. Alright, alright. Back to the game.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. 𝒸𝒾𝒶 assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She is the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. 𝒸𝒾𝒶 knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me.
Wow.
But I am not like 𝒂𝒻𝒻𝒻. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
That has to be so frustrating for poor Liara. Like, she's not responsible for the way her mother behaves, and that shouldn't reflect on her. Unfortunate.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Let's get to know her a little better.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs. unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Which to me sounds really, really cool, except for like the archaeological implications that we were discussing earlier in Discord. But this isn't Earth, so maybe it's a little different.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
Oh my god,
What?
Shepard, please.
No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Poor Liara, she's just trying to be sweet, and Shepard's like, don't dissect me. Shepard.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking?
She
Oh,
is.
by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers.
Aww.
I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Poor thing.
Do you know why 𝒂𝒻𝒾𝒶 joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to 𝒂𝒻𝒾𝒶 in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
That seems to be the case here. Right. I figured that that's the way it was working. I just tend to gravitate towards that response because it tends to be more empathetic and kind, and I would prefer to embody that in Shepard here. Clearly, we've picked some renegade options, like when we were talking to Harkins, and he was calling us princess and trying to pick us up, and we told him that we were going to kick his teeth in if he called us that again. Perfect use of a renegade.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Really?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Sorry, I'm catching up on chat really quick. Yeah, like, there's been a little like, oh, well, don't waste your time, it's old, blah, blah, blah. But I love all this. And how can you start a series, start a story, really, in the middle, right? This is so instrumental. It's the foundation of this whole narrative.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch 𝒂𝒻𝒾𝒶 chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, We would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible 𝒂𝒻𝒾𝒶's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
That's sad.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. 𝒂𝒻𝒾𝒶 never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
That's such an interesting concept.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
That's really beautiful in a way. Especially the way and how deep-seated that union is. Of course you kind of take on aspects of that. Like, not only in, like, whatever offspring are produced, but forming a connection like that, you would have to be affected for the rest of your life because of it. That's really nice. Oh, and that's all of it.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I love talking to them. Like, they have such great... I mean, clearly it's their own culture, but it gives us such great insight into their culture.
Yes, Commander?
Let's see
Is
if
there
she-
something you need?
I don't think she has anything after...
I should go.
Goodbye,
after,
Commander.
Picking up Liara, so we need to check with Kaiden, who's outside. And then Garrus and Rex. There's probably a lot more in the codex. Ah, shit. We didn't even read the secondary one last time, did we? Hi, B. Welcome.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I hate the way that they have to constantly just like stare into each other's eyes for a solid 3 seconds each before we can talk. And yes, this is my very first time playing Mass Effect. I haven't played anything else in this series. I know, right? Her poor face. Either she needs to work on her skincare routine, or there's just so much light. Oh, thank you, B, for the follow. That's very sweet of you. I just feel bad. Ugh.
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here.
Oh?
This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
I know, poor Shepard. Yeah, that's a mean highlight.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
I don't know if I want to say it's a cute way to look at it. They are being a little obtuse, intentionally or not, about the reality of the situation. I guess they just think that they're above being taken out by the Reapers? But, I mean, if they were successfully able to eliminate the Protheans, then...
Well, you're a romantic.
Oh no.
Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, for justice. Or maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb.
Oh,
Beats
God.
the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
I hate all the quotation marks are being used. Ooh. Am I pronouncing that right? Emalynde? Is that like Emalynde from the Throne of Glass? Oh no. Oh wait. Wait. Am I stealth romancing Kaiden? Please tell me I'm not. I'm not intending to. I don't want to stealth romance. I don't want it.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Sorry, I'm checking up with chat. Oh no. Oh no. No, I just want to be nice to people. Being nice does not mean I'm flirting. Ugh. Okay, I'll try to be better about picking the middle option.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Oh my god. I don't want to encourage him with that. Okay, good. I know, like, in Dragon Age, I know that I had started romancing Alistair, and then when Zevran came on, I was talking. Just talking to Zevran. And I guess I got a lot of reputation with him. And I remember Alistair had to have the talk with me. It was like, look, you can't speak to both of us. I was like, what? Sorry, I forgot that being nice to people was considered flirting these days.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Ma'am.
I'm uncomfortable. What do I do? I just go, thanks, and then leave? Because that's what I do in real life. Oh, what do I do? Like, I want to know more about the circumstances. It's kind of rude to pry. And I feel like I wish we had at least had the the heart option, so I knew definitively when I was entering into a romantic option. Let me catch up on chat. It is bad social messaging. It is exactly bad social messaging. Thank you for bringing it up so I didn't have to. Okay. Okay, good. Oof.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Okay, good. Let's get that over there. Oh no, Yue! We can't talk about Yue. I just watched that episode recently. Oh no, did you clip it? Oh.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Oh no. That's amazing. Did you clip that and put the title in there?
So I put the URL's cusp is randomly generated.
How precious. I guess it's because we use the word nugget so much, because like everybody spams nugget when he comes on. That's adorable. I love it. All right. Okay, Kaiden, now that our relationship is sufficiently complicated and I really feel the need to leave right now.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
Okay, middle options only.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
Shepard, no!
I won't let you down. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
I need to leave. I need to leave. Oh no. I think we have to go renegade to save ourselves. Right. Renegade now. I'm like actually legitimately blushing IRL. I'm so like, cause for a lot of women, when we get into these situations, and clearly I can't speak for all women, but I have some friends who react similarly. You just get really nervous and your pulse rises and you're like, you do the nervous laughing and the like, oh god, I gotta get here super fast. And you're like, god damn it, I wish my mom would call me right now. Like, please, let there be a fire somewhere. Like, just call me and get me out of here.
Of course. But I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that command. But, yeah, I'd like that.
Not that tone of voice, young man. Oh, we got a spicy boy. Spicy boy. Spicy boy. So spicy. So spice. Much spice. You want to sit for a little? Hey, hold on. Where are you going? Here, come sit in your spot. Go sit in your spot. No, not there. You gotta sit. You little kitten automatic assault rifle. Yeah, you're so cute. So precious. He's so spicy. Yeah, but you're being good. Okay, go run wild and free. You're a sweet boy. I love you. Bye. Oh, man. That conversation, though. Can we go talk to Garrus now, please? Somebody get me out. Let me out. Right? Like, I'm flattered, right? But at the same time, it's like, I can't really control her options, so I can't de-escalate that as I would prefer to. You know? Where's Rex? No, I mean, he's a human, man. It's hard because, like, I read so much elf and fae and, like, whatnot. It's like, they're not man and woman, right? That's relegated to human beings. They're female elves and male fae and stuff. Because I was reading Akatar, A Court of Thorns and Roses, and they keep calling them males, and I was like, what is this? And then I was like, it's because humans are men and women. Yeah, I'm sure I looked sufficiently awkward and uncomfortable. I don't rewatch these, so I'm sure somebody is at least going to have a good time at my expense watching them later.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
We do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
That is fair.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Dang. Yeah. Rex would be a good addition to our party because we are very support-oriented, but I love Garrus so much. I think I'll have to switch out Tali for Liara, though. She's not combat-oriented either. All the nerds in one group.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
What an odd circumstance.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
Is that all? Yeah. That's fair. Who was I carrying around in Origins? Probably Zevran and Alistair. And then who else? Oh, Morrigan, likely. Yeah, I hate that I don't get that extra party member. Oh well.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Holy shit. I can't forget about Morgan. She's my alter alias for cosplay. But I had to sit there and scan through the roster. And I think I switched it out a lot in Origins so we could get all the chat options. Ash. Have we not met that character yet? I'm assuming, because I don't know who that is yet. We talked to him about that stuff. Okay. Oh, Ashley! Oh my god. Brain. I'm sorry. I have had chips and salsa to eat today. I'm like...
So long, Rex.
She's next on our list.
Shepard.
Yes, I love the chat banter. I love it so much. What's up, Ashley?
Commander?
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk?
Oh, that's right, because she didn't have time for us earlier.
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
Sure thing.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
This is my favorite response when people give me something that's vaguely bigoted, and I'm like, what do you mean by that? You make them explain it. Exactly. And then they're like, oh. And you're like, yeah.
Don't mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Should we reprimand? Yeah, I think we should reprimand.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Ma'am, no ma'am. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Thank you. Oh no, we ended the entire thing? Ugh. Thank you for the follow crash override. The problem wasn't that she was second-guessing us. The problem was that she was racially, speciesily profiling her crewmates.
Commander?
Let's see if we can do this again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away.
Fuck.
I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I haven't talked to my own mom in like years, and I'm not that old. Family isn't always the same for everybody. Some people don't have any contact with their families. Some people are estranged. Some people are really tight-knit. You can't just assume.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
What? Ashley, excuse me? Wow.
Is that the best way to spend your time, Chief?
I read you, Commander. I'll behave. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
It is impressive. Not as impressive as your lack of tact, Ashley. Let's see if we can try it again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I
shit.
need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
My bad.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Okay, Garrus. Oh. I clicked the button to speak with him and he just knelt down.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
Okay,
It's a good
my
question.
bad.
There were several reasons, I guess.
Is this the chat dialogue that we did already?
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Aww.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Really? And I'm not that worried about the save thing. I don't think I fucked anything up other than just the dialogue option. We didn't like ruin reputation with her or anything. I don't think.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability.
I mean, it's
He
fair.
wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
It's kind of a bad deal to have no checks and balances in this equation whatsoever.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, 𝒂𝒃's rules.
Right.
If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
I think we need to kind of curb that a little bit because he's got so much rogue cop going on that it's like, buddy, like, I think he's romanticizing the autonomy. Oh my god. I was like, oh, holy shit, why would you rather do that? And then I was just like... Also, speaking of, oat milk is actually super good. Like, I didn't realize. It kind of tastes a little graham crackery. A, not a bad thing. B, it's the only milk substitute that I've come across that's about the same consistency as real milk. I'm about it. I hope it cooks well. I haven't used it to cook yet.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
Tell him.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it.
Calm down, honey.
Thanks, Commander.
Is that it? I want to romance him. And Kaiden's
Commander,
just like...
good to see you.
Oh, Steeler Wayne, thank you for the follow. That's very kind of you. I just call it milk because it's the easiest one. I can't have the real deal, so it's my sub. Oh my goodness. I have a friend who is just like, his life is pun-centric. Always making a pun. If he does or says anything to me, I have to sit there and examine it because it's probably a pun. He would be loving this. Yeah, it's like how when people get upset when people call coffee bean juice. Oh, that's if I want to buy things. Who are we missing? We got Garrus, Liara. We need Tali. Tali is down. Yes. Oh my god.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Oh, are you okay, Tali? Wow. Imagine being this insensitive. Yeah. Oh. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's so nice. I think that's maybe the second time we've been hosted. I really appreciate it, Steeler Wayne. Thank you for being a sweetheart.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Aw, it does have to be weird being plucked right out of your norm. Poor little thing.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
Wow, I hadn't even thought about that contingency. That makes perfect sense.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
That's very fair. Okay, we did all of those. Oh.
I should go.
See you later.
To get Streeple to stop yelling, Merlin has him just splayed out along his torso, leaned as far back in his chair as he can go. Because he's a big cat. Alright, talk to Garrus. Thanks. Actually, Chuckwas didn't have anything else to say. So, I guess let's check the journal to see what else we need to do. We need to go to these other planets. Okay. Oh, Joker! You're right, I forgot about Joker. Oh god. Can we trust Shepard to talk to Joker again? Wait, okay, no good, this is taking me up, and then I need to take the stairs. Right? No, go straight? I'll figure this out. Yeah, we just go straight. I think. No. Can we just Shepard to talk at all? I don't know sometimes. I don't. This is where the stairs are. I've almost got this layout figured out. I really love that you guys sit here and watch me with this. Like, I always bemoan the fact that I didn't get to play a lot of these games when they came out. But it's so much fun to sit here and play them with y'all because y'all have all the wonderful nostalgia associated with it. And I get a lot of that by auxiliary. So thank you.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Let's not violate the ADA again.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Oh my god. So that was the one we did last time. So I don't know if any of this is new. What? Or is the ADA not in effect anymore?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
What is this? Look outside, what? I didn't realize we could do that. Oh, what is this? Oh my god, but let me look though. Trying to see if there's any other tiny things we missed like this. Oh dang, now we're just accumulating codex entries, which basically just means I'm gonna have to go read them. Alright, nothing else. Talk to him. Need to be up there for that. Do we want to do a few codex entries before we go, or do we want to save those for later? Right? Level up by reading. I don't even know what it is that I saw, really. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I'm not aware of how the ADA interacts with any sort of military anything. And it's honestly been a long time since I was in law school and dealing with the ADA. So, okay, if we don't have any pressing needs to do codex, let's go ahead and explore. Alright, did we read? Yes, we did read this bit. Yeah, let's go and explore on some new planets. Aw, thank you so much for the follow. That was sweet of you. Alright. Yeah. Can we just go to the random ones? Zacros it's really hard. My brain wants to say Zapdos so bad. Is a terrestrial world with a nitrogen-methane atmosphere containing trace amounts of hydrocarbons. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of water, ice, and a hydrocarbon slush. Should there be commas there? Water, comma, ice, comma? Because water ice is... Or maybe I guess ice can be made out of other things. Okay. Most of the surface is not solid enough to support the full weight of a landed ship. If approach is necessary, use shuttles or keep the ship's mass effect envelope up. Cool. Go to random system. Oh, cool. So, can we land here? Can't go to the sun. Random star systems? These are random star systems? Oh, okay. Because I don't see anything on my screen currently other than... I don't see anything on my screen other than this just like space-scape. And then I'm allowed to move my mouse around to click on planets. Phaistos? It's a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is scorching hot, which is why we're not landing, and mainly composed of sulfur and various silicates. There is little of interest in this desolate world. Alright. Yeah, let's explore all the ones here first before we go out. So we're on the second one, we've done the third one, so here's the fourth one. I'm just kind of moving out according to their orbits. Armeni. Armeni is a terrestrial world with an unusually thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its surface is composed of silica with deposits of carbonaceous materials. The initial flyby probe... Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Ted. The initial flyby probe of Armeni detected multiple areas of the equator with oddly regular surface protrusions. Closer investigation revealed these as millions of elaborate crypts a few meters below the surface, left by a long extinct spacefaring species called the 𝒂𝒹. Many human universities wish to perform archaeological excavations. Council law holds grave sites as sacred, thank God, however, and the matter has been tied up in court for a decade. Why are humans literally suing so they can desecrate other people's... Like, come on, y'all. To look around the asteroid belts too? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Ooh, that's cool. That's really cool. I'm also gonna need humans to stop being jerks. So let's go this asteroid belt first. Oh, I feel, yeah. Whoop. Cool. Metal Ridge asteroid. Survey it. Cool. Do we get to keep that platinum? That's really nifty. Okay, and then we'll do the other one. We'll start at the green planet so we have a good locator as to where we began. This is so nifty. Like, I know I've said 1,000 times that space stuff isn't necessarily my jam, But this is really cool. Sorry, this is like a lot for my mouse to handle. Ooh. Yeah. Let's survey him. Boom. Ooh, scans the asteroid fields in the No-So system revealed some strange readings upon close inspection. Presley discovered the remains of an abandoned Solarian fighter. The only thing of interest on board was a League of One medallion. That's really cool. Like, I know it's not like anything revolutionary. Can we? Oh no, we have to do this by hand. Ugh. Here we go. Here he is. But like, this is so cool. Even if we don't get to land on them. Ooh, survey! Oh, I get to land! A small hydrogen helium gas giant. Arcanes has been developed as a full-featured, if modest, stopover for ships hauling refined materials from Therum. In addition to a powerful magnetic field to dump drive charge. Arcanes has a largely automated infrastructure of helium for refining it and deuterium mining on its many water ice moons. Oh, woo. So just survey then. Thank you for the nitrogen. Okay, so now we can right click. Okay, so now we can go to these. Can we just randomly go to whatever we want to? Do Sparta. Ooh, look at us go.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Interesting. I guess we'll start in the middle. Wait, so we still have to go to Pharos, and then there was someone with an inn, I believe. Alright, let's start this wee boy. Oh, I want to land on something so bad. Okay. 𝒸𝒾𝒶? I don't even know how you would begin to pronounce that. Is a dwarf planet composed of light magnesium silicates with deposits of aluminum. Its surface is covered by wide swaths of ancient, dark basaltic lava, possibly indicating the world was created through an impact with some other body in the system. 𝒸𝒾𝒶's magnetic field is non-existent. This makes it impossible for ships to dump drive charge in orbit. That said, 𝒸𝒾𝒶's minuscule gravity allows even cruise-sized vessels to land safely for direct grounding. Cool. Nigeria. Novaria. Okay, good. Pharos and Novaria. I'll try to remember that. Okay, so let's go scout around this field. Okay, that's not one. That was definitely the other planet. Ooh, I see that glimmer. Yeah. Alright. Oh, it was autocorrect? I thought you were just memeing and I was giggling. Ooh, Prothean data disk recovered. While scanning the asteroid field in the Sparta system, you found signs of habitation. A recon team was sent to investigate one of the larger asteroids. The rock had a small functioning biodome, but no sign of anyone still living there. There was, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk inside. So cute. Oh, that's cool. I did automatically see that. Oh, kitten nuggets. Oh, is that boy sleeping somewhere? Is he in the box? Can you give me the box so I can show everybody? So we have a tiny Amazon box. And Nugget doesn't know how boxes work yet. But apparently, now he does. Are you a baby in a box? Here, you want to sit right here? Boop boop. You're just on my desk. You know where you are. Little baby boy. I wish you could like pull this down so you guys could see him better. no, I'll try to hold it down with my arm. There we go. Alright. So, let's make sure that we're in any other... Oh, I think that was the end of our trajectory anyways. So the next ring is this guy. Edalus.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.